What's going on, guys? Welcome to the channel. Another beautiful day, another day to be working on this thing. So today I'm not going to give you a long drawn out paint video. Obviously the truck's still in pieces. I haven't got that done. Good news is all of our parts are hanging and in clear, so they're all going to go back together soon, but that's not what today's video is about. So today we're going to go over one thing that just kind of embarrasses me about this. Something I should have taken care of a long time ago, but haven't. And that is how much this valve cover leaks oil. I'm going to say I've had it for over 6 years, and this has never been addressed. I really haven't been paying attention to that. I need to come in here and clean everything. But the subject of today is this, the CCV filter. More importantly, the CCV filter delete. A lot of people do it in different ways. I know they make kits where you come in here and they have this little filter elbow. I don't like those, so this is just a piece of 3/4 inch hose that's run from the valve cover down here, and it comes down, if you can see it, that hose right there. The filters, the little elbows that come up, those filters, I don't personally like those. Your oil vapors, they come through there from the crankcase, and if you have any crankcase pressure, blow by, whatever it may be, but anyway, crankcase pressure, that oil saturates that filter and then goes all over the top of the hood, all over everything else. So one of the things I want to address and answer is, what is the CCV filter? What does the CCV filter do? And why do we need it? So, on a stock vehicle, there is a hose that runs from the valve cover down to, you can see it's even blocked off on the intake, down to the intake before the turbo. And what happens is any crankcase pressure or vapor that is in the engine goes up the valve cover into this cavity, which is where the CCV filter lives, and then it goes out and down and into your intake, back through the turbo and back through the engine. It's a way of keeping emissions down. It's a way of reburning that oil so it doesn't go into the atmosphere on the ground. So we're not just going to put a new filter in it today. I'm actually going to show you guys how to do a CCV filter delete the proper way. One of the reasons I am embarrassed about this truck is this truck doesn't even have any CCV filter parts in it. Previous owner, love the guy, but his idea of a CCV delete was just that. He just took the filter out, pitched it, didn't put anything else in there. So the reason we're going to actually go through and do the filter delete, there's a filter media in there. We're going to go through and do that delete because, like I mentioned before, these things build crankcase pressures. Over time, they wear out, whatever happens. There's a lot of different variables on why it happens, but end of the story, end of the day, they create crankcase pressures, and with these crankcase ventilation filters, a lot of times these things will get gummed up with oil, saturated in oil, or even when they're in good shape. So there's a lot of seals in there, and it will build pressure, and worst case scenario, blow out some seals, push oil through the seals, just stuff you don't want to happen. So that's another reason why people go through and they actually do the filter delete itself. Now the filter delete itself is pretty controversial, because I've heard a lot of people say, well, you need to take the two halves together apart, you need to take the filter media out, you need to make sure that there's no filter media in there, you need to get the two halves put back together. Some people go as far as to say you need to buy two filters so you can make sure that you have all the pieces together. And let me tell you guys, that is not how I'm going to do it. end up something like this. If not, take your time, make it a little cleaner. Big thing is you want to make sure you have all the filter media out of it, and this is all you need to be left with. So now all we got to do is get in here and take off the top half of the valve cover. It's 8mm bolts. Line this thing. Looks like there's about 8 of them. Now don't beat me up too bad, because I am going to come in here, clean up, make some changes. But for right now, I just want to get this top half in there, get the leak slowed down, because it's driving me nuts just knowing about it now. I should have taken care of this back when I did my valve adjustment, but I didn't. So when you open this up and you actually have the CCV filter that is in the truck, you have 2 holes. You have a big hole, little hole. That CCV filter goes down into those holes, indexes in, nice O-ring seals, and the ventilation or the pressure or vapors, whatever you want to say, come up in that filter from there and then out the port. Now this guy, this upper piece, if you can imagine, there's the lower valve cover, this filter, and then the upper half sandwiches this down, which creates a seal between this piece and the lower. Now the reason why this is leaking is because this upper half does not seal at all. It doesn't do anything for a seal. So we, even though this isn't the right way to do it, but there's a reason for this. There's a reason we're not spending a bunch of time taking this off and cleaning it. So this O-ring right here, that's on the upper part, there's a hole. See that right there? That's where this filter goes. So we got that pushed in, that goes on. Now you'll see now that this upper cover has this flat flange here. That's what provides your seal on your little gasket here. Now all we have to do is put this back on, tighten it down, it'll seal up. So there you guys have it. That is how I would do a CCV filter delete on your 6.7. Like I said before, in my mind, it's pretty important. You get the crankcase pressure out of the engine. A normal daily applications like this, that one vent's plenty. People get crazy with valve covers doing dual vents and catch cans, but that's not where this truck's at. So get the pressure out of there. Hopefully that cleans it up. I need to get in there. Like I said, I'm going to clean everything up. I have plans and ideas, so that's where I'm going to leave off today, guys. That's pretty quick, down and dirty and easy. Didn't take much time at all. So the most time consuming part is gutting that filter. And like I said, you want to make sure you get it as clean as you possibly can. You don't want that stuff going back down into the engine, which it really has no way to, but I would never say never. If you guys have any questions, comments, tell me how you feel about it. Let me know down below in the comments. With that being said, guys, I hope you have a good week, and we'll see you on the next one.